This game wrap is brought to you by AAA Restoration, your water damage and remodeling professionals. By Score Game Day Bags. You got the hat and t-shirt, now get the Score Game Day Bag. Visit scoregamedaybag.com. By Ideal Vision, one-of-a-kind eye care for one-of-a-kind eyes. By San Antonio Masonry and Steel, located on FM 1560 North and in Converse. And by...
Hi everyone, Mr. Bowtie here. Thank you so much for checking out my content and my channel. Now make sure you bang home that red subscribe button on YouTube so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content from around the area that you won't find anywhere else. And follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. All season long, District 29-6A has been a mess with teams chaotically stuck together. Things could actually work themselves out this week depending on how things play out. One of those matchups is Harlan taking on Brennan in what could decide the district title. Brennan right now is at the top of the district standings. It's brought to you by AAA Restoration. The Bears are at 6-1, one game ahead of Warren. Remember, Warren beat Brennan earlier this season. Both of those teams needed late touchdowns to come up with victories last week. Brennan can win the district title if they beat Harlan. This is the Bears' district and regular season finales. Should Brennan lose to Harlan, the Hawks can win the district title if they beat Jay week 11. If Jay beats Harlan, that would open the door for Warren to get the district title if they beat Marshall in week 11. I told you things are pretty chaotic.
First ever meeting in football between the schools, and it looked like they were playing the game in Seattle and not San Antonio. Every now and then a blind squirrel finds a nut, and the meteorologist found the nut on this one. They nailed the rain forecast as more than an inch of rain fell during the contest. Both sides had to deal with it in the opening quarter and a half. Look at the coin toss as the captains and referee David Maxwell were in the middle of a semi-moderate rainstorm. Early on, neither team could handle the ball. Brennan quarterback Ashton Dubose lost the ball and was sacked by Hamadou Diallo. That resulted in a punt. First possession for Harlan, quarterback Cannon Williams didn't have much luck either with the wet ball, as he just had to fall on it to avoid a turnover deep in their own territory. The Bears, though, were finally able to adapt. Dubose with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Justino Escobar, the Bears with a 7-0 lead after one. In fact, nearly the entire first half was played on Harlan's side of the field. Look at Maxwell and his crew running down the field like it was the beach on the 90s show Baywatch. Not quite David Hasselhoff. Now into the second quarter, Hawks trying to punt from their own end zone, but the snap was not handled cleanly and the punter had to kick it out of the end zone for a safety. Brennan now up 9-0. Ensuing drive after the free kick was mostly Jalin Spells. He adjusted to the rain well on this long catch and run into Harlan territory. Hawks had a chance to stop the drive as Dubose's pass was tipped by David Meyer and nearly intercepted. It was one of several missed chances for the Hawk defense. Bears, though, would take advantage of that second opportunity. Dubose rolled all over the wet, slick field looking for somebody to throw to. Finally found Spells running down the back of the end zone. Spells just got a foot down inbounds for the touchdown. Just like that, it was 16-0 Brennan. I thought Bears were supposed to love snow and hate rain. I guess I need to watch more National Geographic Channel. Pivorato would get an interception later in the quarter that helped stop a Bear drive. The Hawk offense, though, just couldn't move the ball into Bear territory most of the first 3 quarters of the game. Just before halftime, Bears inside the Hawk 10. Dubose lost the football, a host of Hawks all around it, but somehow Brennan found the ball and was able to recover it to save the drive. It was another big break for the Bears, who would score off that break. 23-0 lead at recess, but because it was raining out, it was indoor recess. Let's go to our It's in the Bag moment of the game, brought to you by Score Game Day Bags. Whimsical, classy, and perfect for game day, rain or shine. Visit scoregamedaybag.com and enter Spec 20 for a special discount. The bands, cheerleaders, and spirit squads left after their halftime performances, as did a lot of fans. Those that stayed invented ways to stay warm and dry. Are those tents up there? Hey, if you had a Score Game Day bag, you wouldn't have needed the tent. They are great for game day, and they'll keep your stuff dry.
Ah, dang it!
Even Brennan head coach Stephen Bazor knew he should have brought one, so he would have stayed dry. Visit their website, scoregamedaybag.com, and enter code SPEC20 for a special discount, including you, Stephen Bazor. Hawks finally got the ball moving in the fourth quarter, but it was a little too late. Cannon Williams' touchdown pass to Michael Ball finally got the Hawks on the scoreboard. 2-point conversion failed. Later in the game, Richard De La Garza with a touchdown run in the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt failed again, and the Hawks were unable to recover either onside kick. Bears went on to win 30-12 to clinch the district title, and because they have a bye week this week, they have an extra week to prepare for their playoff opener in a couple of weeks, while the Hawks are now back in the jumbled mess for spots. Here are the updated standings again by AAA Restoration. Warren is 5-2 with 4 teams at 4-3. Taft beat Stevens Week 10, which changed a lot of scenarios. Warren, O'Connor, and Taft are all in win-and-in situations, though an O'Connor loss would likely eliminate them. Hawks lost control of their destiny to get in and could be eliminated by the time they hit the field against winless Jay Friday. They would be eliminated Thursday if both Taft and O'Connor win their games. If Taft loses to Jay, then the Hawks just need a win to get in. If O'Connor loses, they get in with a win and a Warren loss on Saturday to Marshall. Stevens is also still alive but must beat O'Connor Thursday, then have either Warren, Taft, or Harlan lose to get in. Again, a lot of playoff scenarios with things beginning to take focus. As for the Bears, they don't have to worry about any playoff scenarios. They're going to go Division II and host a playoff game Week 12. Reporting from Asagi Ferris Stadium, I'm Greg Sherman.